This is my life through COVID. In February, the news hadn't really hit us yet. We didn't know if COVID would even reach us. And so we were living our normal lives. I was going bowling, to the movies, to the mall. I was spending a lot of time with my friends. It sort of took a while for reality to settle in. Even when the cases reached America, some of my friends believed it still wouldn't be bad. And when school supposedly shut down for 2 weeks, I think a lot of us knew that it wouldn't shut down for only 2 weeks. March was bearable because no one knew what they were doing. April sucked since the teachers actually started assigning stuff. I don't think it was a bad thing at all. It's just that every student had to adapt to an entirely different way of learning, practically overnight, while maintaining their current grades. It was really hard for me to adapt, especially since I was already having a tough time managing my time with chem and physics. May was much better than April, since I started talking to a new friend and we got close. I had also adapted better to school, so I stopped stressing as much. By this time, I had also made a Spotify playlist, so I listened to more music in my free time, which helped me calm my nerves. I don't remember much of June. All I know is that I was excited for summer so I could relax all day. July was fun because I played a lot of Rocket League and finally managed to rank up in the game. But by the time we got to August, it felt draining to play video games, and it just got boring to do the same thing every day. I was actually excited for school in September. I liked going to classes, that way I could manage my time better. I didn't go out all summer, but I saw a lot of people that did, so it made sense why we weren't allowed to go back to school completely, since the cases were still high. I began to miss my friends, so I asked if we could start hanging out again, but in smaller groups. I was happy again because I got to see them after so long. One day when we hung out, they brought a volleyball, and I had forgotten how much I loved to play. In a week or so, I got back into it and started practicing to make the team when the season came around. I hate the cold, so when November brought low temperatures similar to March, I hated it. It meant I had to wear so much clothing indoors and avoid going out because my hands would dry up horrendously. December was a little better than November since I got to spend more time with my family. I hadn't seen them since they weren't really taking care of themselves, but then they started to change that. I got to see Ian a couple of times, and I missed his stupid sense of humor. I got a Mac for Christmas, but it was being annoying for the first couple of days, so I only really began using it in January. It was nice to finally do my work without having to worry about lag and the battery life. But it was also nice to get League, since it was a game I've wanted to try out for a while. Ian had been playing it for a while at that point, so he taught me how to play. February was similar to July in the sense that I found a game I loved to play, so I helped time pass by. By March, I realized that I was giving too much of my life to League, so I pushed myself to work out. I also wanted to be in shape by the volleyball tryouts, which were in April. And now the present me is seeing the results from my dedication to working out, and I am now on the volleyball team. So even though the past year has had a couple of rough patches, I'm satisfied with everything right now.